Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Here's a headline from Finance Feeds, which, by the way, is a crypto media outlet, mostly crypto, that I've become quite fond of ever since the SEC versus Ripple case. Well, frankly, because they've done a pretty darn good job covering what's going on. But here's the headline. SEC and Ripple strategies analyzed ahead of Hell Week. Now, this article in and of itself, it's coverage of the most recent Jeremy Hogan video. Now, at this point, I'm assuming if you're listening, you're engaged enough that you understand who Jeremy Hogan is. If you're new and don't know who Jeremy Hogan is, that's okay. We welcome new people to the experience. Just go ahead and Google him. He runs a YouTube channel called Legal Briefs. He's a lawyer within the XRP community who has been helping us all make sense of the nonsense that has been going on ever since the SEC started going after Ripple on December 22nd last year, legally claiming that XRP itself is an unregistered security, which is a bunch of nonsense. And so I'm not going to go through everything that he covered in his video. I'm not going to rehash all that stuff, but there are a couple things that I do want to comment on. And there are a couple tweets, by the way, within this video I'm going to share with you from Jeremy Hogan that he put out after this video. There's always a lot of back and forth. We're all XRP holders. Well, presumably. You get the occasional Bitcoin maxi troll out there, but we're all people that are just curious and interested. A lot of us have a vested interest in the long-term viability of XRP, and the fact that the SEC is staking our financial, at least to some degree, our financial aspects of our life to Ripple, we find offensive. Because when we bought XRP, we know that we were not buying Ripple, we were not investing in Ripple. What we're doing has nothing to do with Ripple. Not directly, at least. Any developer building in the space, yes, fine, you've got some sort of impact to whatever degree. But no, none of us were stupid enough, with rare exception, to think that was the case, right? And so, in this video, I just want to highlight a number of things, because, look, what was the SEC really going for? What were they trying to do? And what would it actually take? Like, what are they waiting for right now, even? To just finally settle. Well, I want to talk about that. And also, I want to talk about something else that I found very fascinating that just came up on Twitter. David Schwartz, Ripple CTO, co-creator of the XRP Ledger. Why is the SEC not coming after him for selling XRP? I got the answer. But look, before I go any further, I want to be clear, I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I'm not offering legal or financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who likes making videos about crypto-related topics, but purely as a fun hobby. And so look, the SEC's argument is weak. We all know this at this point, right? We're pretty damn clear about that. They're arguing that Ripple used and treated XRP like it was a security, regardless of whether or not XRP itself has ever been a security. Like, they're not even differentiating between the two. But in a recent legal filing, which I did cover on in one of my videos, it may have been, I can't remember how long, I don't know if it's been 5-6 days, whatever it's been a hot minute here. But I missed something, and I'm not beating myself up over it, because it's something that to catch, you have to be an attorney, like Jeremy Hogan, for example, and so credit to him. He talked about it as well. And so here's the thing. He caught the important bit that is, frankly, just it's about a recent legal filing, and it's from Ripple, and it states, let me check. I got a piece of paper. Here's the quote. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Sorry if I sounded like I was struggling. I was looking for something on a piece of paper. Here it is. Here's the quote. Discovery in this case has confirmed that during much of that same period, reasonable market participants and the SEC itself were still uncertain about whether or not digital assets generally, and XRP specifically, should be subject to registration under the federal securities laws. All right, so that I did cover. Again, whether it was 5 or 6 days ago, whatever it was, I don't remember exactly. But I read that and I thought, yeah, right, exactly. The SEC has been, frankly, been pretending all sorts of things. Like, for example, there's clarity within the space, the crypto space, right? All sorts of things along those lines. And so when Ripple stated quite bluntly, the SEC itself, and that's a quote, the SEC itself were uncertain about whether or not XRP was a security, I took it the way I think most people would, which is like, yeah, right? Like there's uncertainty. Like there's absolute uncertainty about it. Like it's very clear here. Now, Jeremy Hogan, with his legal mind behind him, had a different observation, and this is why we love Jeremy Hogan. It's one of many reasons. So there's two primary reasons. There's this, and also the fact that he has a sweet garage band that's burgeoning right now, and I'm very optimistic for the future of this garage band. Two primary reasons. But look, he pointed out that, this may mean that Ripple has obtained evidence that proves that the SEC was uncertain about the status of XRP. Think about this. And so he went on to state in his most recent YouTube video on Legal Briefs that they may have deposed somebody that said, yes, this is the case. Now, that would be a big deal. And that's not something that I would have just thought on my own. I think most people would, unless you have a legal background. I don't think you're likely to have thought that on your own. Now, here's a tweet from my fellow XRP YouTuber, Crypto Eddie, who had a question for Jeremy Hogan and wrote, "Dear Jeremy, wouldn't both the Ripple team and SEC want to wait on making/accepting any settlement offers until both camps can clearly see their full position, after the expert discovery deadline of October 15th? Doesn't this part of discovery weigh heavily?" Which, by the way, excellent question, and that's something we've been talking about on this channel as well as other XRP YouTuber channels for the longest damn time. It's just a simple idea, and I think we're all on the same page here, right? That it seems more likely than not, if you're going to see settlement, it's going to happen after discovery, because until discovery is complete, you don't know what ammo the other side has, right? And so here's what Jeremy Hogan said. "Hi, Eddie. Yes, it's the most likely scenario, although fact discovery is honestly the most important. Expert witnesses are hired by each side so everyone knows exactly what they will say. Also, we need a ruling on the motion to strike fair notice. SEC might be waiting on that." Ding, ding, ding. Exactly. What are we waiting on? So what if this comes down? There's a ruling on fair notice. Like, folks, like that. That's the end, right? Like, that's the end of it all. Seriously. If Ripple ends up getting what they want, and I think they should, and fair notice, the court finds it favorable for them, damn. SEC, you knew better, but you acted the way you acted. There you go. Like, it's the end, my friends. It's the end. Because look, if you cannot argue that any entity had fair notice on any sort of legal matter pertaining to the distribution of securities, if you're the SEC and you did not provide clarity for them, that is not how this works. It's not going to go down well for them. So somebody named Brian responded to Jeremy's comment there and wrote the following: "Why do you think the fair notice decision is taking so long? My understanding is that the judge has all the info she needs from both sides, or is that incorrect?" Awesome question. And Jeremy actually responded and wrote, "Apparently," and then in parentheses he wrote, "this is not how it's done down here in Florida," which, by the way, is where he lives. He has publicly stated that anyway. Then he said, "The judge is going to wait on discovery to be completed before ruling on any dispositive motions." Why did I read it weird like that? Dispositive motions. Damn, it's not that hard. Moon level. Get it together, son. You know better. I swear, like, earlier today when I read that tweet, I was like, yeah, dispositive motions. Sometimes I'm just not elegant. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now there was this. Somebody asked, why did the SEC not go after David Schwartz, who is at JoelCats on Twitter? Again, David Schwartz, co-creator of the XRP Ledger, Ripple's CTO. And Jeremy Hogan wrote the following: "Because he's too smart. His brain would erect a force field to deflect the lawsuit." Which, you gotta love. Why have I not hearted this yet? I'm hearting all of these. Come on. And then he wrote, "No, truly, I think the case is hard enough against Brad/Chris with the scienter requirements." By the way, right there. So scienter, that's a term I didn't know until this lawsuit came about with the SEC and Ripple. Because look, in particular, SEC has gone after Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, and stated that look, they knew that what they were doing was wrong. They're specifically like claiming that, mind you, like Brad and Chris are defendants, all right? So they're claiming that these individuals knew that what they were doing was wrong. And so that's scienter, this idea that not only did you do something wrong, but you knew that what you were doing was wrong. And so it is a higher burden for the SEC, like in terms of proof. You have to not just say they did it, but you have to say they knew it and they knew it was wrong, or dangerously reckless or something to that effect right there. And then Jeremy Hogan also wrote, it would be almost impossible against a CTO not engaged as heavily in the business side of things, which, fair analysis, totally fair. But I threw a little piece of knowledge down that I think most people don't know. And I wrote the following to Jeremy Hogan on Twitter. David Schwartz has publicly shared that Ripple has never given him any XRP. All of the XRP he has ever owned, he has purchased on open markets, which means he can... I don't mean this, to be clear, what I'm about to read, this last part of my tweet is sarcasm, which means he can make a legal claim against Ripple for selling him XRP as a security, right? And then I got a little laughy emoji for a reason. And so Jeremy Hogan responded, I didn't know that. Not only smart, but he can see the future. Indeed, all-knowing. Take a look at this headline now. People have been talking about this for years and years and years. People don't know what the hell they're talking about, though. So this is from CoinSpeaker. It's an article from April 23rd, 2019, titled, Ripple's David Schwartz sells his XRP stack. Time to get out, ? Which is why the inflection in my voice goes up. This is why we can't have nice things, folks. Anyway, here's how it reads. A Twitter user operating under the name @HLNOOOO, which I assume is to be pronounced hell no, which is kind of a funny name. I'm just going to say it like that from now. Hell no. Hell no. Claimed that Ripple's chief technology officer, David Schwartz, has been selling his XRP stack. Oh my god, what's that, Moon Lobby? Is that he's selling his stack? Yes, I just said that. You heard me. Don't make me repeat myself, damn it. Piece continues. This should be the biggest warning for the XRP community, according to him. He also claimed that Schwartz wasn't alone in all of this because another Ripple employee was selling his XRP over the last few days. And so think about this. By the way, the tweet that's on your screen right now, that's from April 20th, 2019. Now, at the time, and I did pull this up for fun, what you've got on your screen right now is historical snapshot from coinmarketcap.com. April 21st, 2019. XRP was 32 cents. And so there you go. That was the sign, the fact that David Schwartz sold his XRP, or at least not all. He didn't sell all of it, by the way. But he sold a chunk of his XRP. That's the sign, apparently, that we need to get out. What actually happened, though? Well, we know this year XRP ran up to about $2. And it's still, despite a retracement downward, worth substantially more than 32 cents right now, is it not? Well, how about that? So thanks for nothing, emotional people on Twitter that don't know what the hell they're freaking talking about. That's a good time for everybody, is it not? But look, David Schwartz, he bought his XRP on the open market, right? Like, this is different. He bought his XRP on the open market. By the way, I don't have a problem with Ripple having gifted XRP to, like, Brad Garlinghouse, for example. Just like you can get stock if you're Jeff Bezos, like you had, well, okay, fine, I guess he's not running Amazon. I'm not completely up to date on what's going on with him. I think he's not running Amazon anymore. But you get the idea, right? Like, if you're coming on board as a CEO, like the idea that you'd get stock. And look, I understand. I understand XRP is not a security, but you can give any asset you own if you're a company to any CEO coming on board. Period. It doesn't mean that XRP is acting like a freaking stock. That's ridiculous. XRP is following the price action of Bitcoin. Okay? It is. That's it. Period. And so I'm just saying, if you are a company and you own an asset, you can give an amount as an incentive to become whatever, part of the company, whatever role that may be, whether it's CEO or whatever, name the role. You can do that. If you're a company, you have an asset, just give it to them. Okay? Doesn't matter. Now, in this particular case, again, with David Schwartz, no. He didn't get anything. Now, he could have. I believe that he could have. But he understood that there's risk. There's risk that, for instance, whether it's the SEC or the CFTC, or pick any number of federal government agencies that ultimately did come running for crypto, frankly, there was always the risk that they could come claiming any number of things. It doesn't mean they're right, by the way. It's not like David Schwartz thought, oh yeah, XRP is so-and-so. That is not what that means. It means that there was always the risk that there was going to be burdensome government oversight, which is exactly what we're seeing right now. And that is rather regrettable. So that's what we're seeing right now. I'll go ahead and wrap up here. Let me know what you think below. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.